Hello YouTubers, this is Runaway Rogue here with my third installment of Sid Meier's Civilization V Let's Play with Morocco, and we are on the cusp of war. We have our military units lined up here next to Madrid, and we are hoping to try to get a quick victory. And it also appears that there are some barbarians invading my capital here. I need to get rid of those pretty soon, so I don't slow down production in my capital. But these guys are looking to move in towards Madrid. They declared war on us because we had so many units around their borders, and they got very suspicious, which is understandable. But we are about to move in here. We are a little bit more advanced than they are. But if we could capture this capital and kind of control this northern area, there's ice and stuff up here, this would be very big for our civilization and moving forward, because then we would just really have to worry about moving south and the waters. So we're on turn 95 here in 500 BC, and let's get going. We're going to try to attack these barbarians here, and then we're going to move in here. We got to figure out how we're going to get rid of these guys, and then also this trebuchet over here. I think I'm going to move this guy because I want to stay out of the range of the city a little bit as much as I can, just so I can stay healthy, I guess. So I'm going to attack. Let's see, these guys kind of need to heal. Those guys are out of moves. Great. Crossbow, or the composite bowmen, attack here. These guys, kill them. I captured a worker, which will be very nice for upgrades, and we don't have to worry about building it. Composite bowman attack there. And then, see, that's a decent attack, but the thing is, he might attack me. I'm trying to figure out if I want to heal or not, or to set up an attack here. I think I'm going to set up and then, because my spearmen might get, or they're going to get bombarded, I'm going to attack, because we need to get rid of all these guys, and we'll just kind of see what happens there. I need to move these guys back inside the capital, because we don't want them to get stolen by barbarians. That would not be good. So we'll just put them to sleep in there. This is a very crucial point in the game, because this is make or break. This is kind of what we've been working up towards. I hope we have enough over here. It just kind of depends how good my catapults are going to be against these guys. Okay, so they just punched out some horsemen, which if I can get my spearmen over there would be very good, because spearmen are good against horsemen. Even though I have less health than they do, it'd still be a minor victory. Let's see here. I think I'm going to attack here. That'd be a major defeat. So I'm just going to stay up on the high ground over here. It looks like the catapult retreated back into the city, so that is not necessarily a good thing. I'm going to move these guys back here and set them for defensive. I'm not really going to move in. I'm going to try to stay away from the city as much as I can right now, because I cannot reach them. That's not good. Okay, I'll take them out there, because I do not want the city to be able to bombard me, because that would just continue to weaken my already small forces. So I'm going to move these guys up here on this hill. Hope that they don't get killed by the catapult in the city, but they very well might. And then we need to get rid of these horses here before anything worse happens. I'm going to move the composite bowman up here. We're going to kind of get rid of these horses and then move in with our catapults for the city. Meanwhile, we need to get rid of these barbarians. I wish I had some more gold so I could purchase a unit. This won't be the smoothest operation here, as it's kind of early, and we kind of got attacked by barbarians right when I wasn't hoping to. And I guess you're never really expecting it, but it kind of sucks that it happened when it did. So, as far as technologies go, let's see where we're kind of at on here. Nothing really that's going to help us immediately in the war right now. I mean, there's some trade route stuff down here. I think I'm going to get currency just so I can try to build a market and get a little uptick in gold. Maybe try to purchase a unit here, because I don't think I can trade anything else to anybody for some gold, just because I think I already traded all my embassies and I actually have some extra luxury resources. Let's see how much gold I can get for these guys. Okay, So 114 gold immediately, and then 3 gold for 30 turns for my extra truffles. I think I'm going to do that and hope that the barbarians do not, they don't plunder both of these, because that would really not be good for me, because then my happiness would just keep going down because I just traded one of them away. So hopefully that works out, because we needed the gold, because this way we can purchase something here hopefully in a little bit. I guess we can only get a scout right now, but a little bit down here, about 100, or I mean, even a warrior would be really good. So maybe we'll wait about 40, wait for about 40 more coins, and then we will buy a warrior. Meanwhile, the composite moment will come out in 6. So if we could get that situation taken care of, I think we're doing okay over here. Yep, so they died. My spearmen died, so that's not necessarily good. I guess some more guys came up over here, but we can attack, and they actually look pretty strong, which isn't good. My attacks are not doing a whole lot against those guys, but I'm going to keep weakening them and hope that they don't come up here. These guys, I really wish they were upgraded, but I don't have enough iron, and I'm not in friendly territory. So I'm just going to keep kind of healing them on the outside, wait for their guys to kind of come out of the border here, so I'm not in range of their capital. And so that way I can just kind of pick off some of these guys and hopefully just wear them out. Meanwhile, it looks like they actually might plunder my truffles. And that guy is going to die next turn. Shoot. This is not looking to be super great. It's a little sloppy, but if we can get Madrid, it will all pay off, because we'll be fine in the home city in terms of we're not going to lose it to barbarians, and we're not going to lose it to Madrid, who we're at war with right now. But it would be very nice to be able to get Madrid and just get that extra capital, extra city, and then control all this land up here. Okay, so they attacked my catapults, and they attacked over here, which isn't bad, because I was in alert mode in both, so I was receiving a defensive bonus, and so that is not bad at all, because I can just keep healing, and they get penalized for it. And okay, so I just killed the horseman there. Normally, I do not like using the heal instantly, but just given the circumstances with this promotion, I mean, accuracy and barrage are both really, really nice, and it's really nice if you can get the siege one, which does a lot. It's like 50% damage to cities, I believe. I could be incorrect about the number, but there is a city one, but that would be on next promotion. So I think I might just heal, because I don't want to waste all those turns trying to get ready again. So we're going to see if we can get rid of those guys. Okay, good. And then next turn, we will be moving in towards Madrid. I'm going to move down a little bit and then get these guys, workers, back over to the homeland. Hopefully, okay, so they did pillage that. Let's get rid of those guys. 2 turns, my composite bowmen come out. We'll be able to buy someone here in a little bit. And we need to get these workers back to repair all of those. My happiness is down to 3, but as long as I'm staying positive, we do not receive that the fighting disadvantage and the penalty for being unhappy. Alright, so it looks like they don't have anyone left except for this catapult, which will continue to barrage me, but that's alright. I'm going to continue to move in and just hope that they continue to attack my weaker forces instead of going after the catapults, which going after the catapults would be the smart thing to do, but hopefully they do not realize that, and they continue to attack my warriors or my swordsmen, or just people like that who I don't really care a whole ton about, and they're not going to be a huge loss if I cannot use them. So let's keep moving these guys in. Hopefully we can attack over that forest and the river. I'm not quite sure what the military effects of like attacking over certain types of land, because sometimes even though it's 2 tiles, you won't be able to do it. So I'm sure there's definitely a process. Okay, so we got some barbarians there. That's not ideal. And another group. Okay, so this composite, we need him to get out and just kind of protect the city, because there's a lot of barbarians. I'm guessing there's a camp somewhere down here, which isn't good. There's the city-state border right there too. We can discover that. Pick up some gold when the time comes. Meanwhile, let's hope we can get Madrid here. Okay, so they did attack my catapult, so that is not ideal. But I can set up for an attack. And that did quite a bit of damage right there. Let's see if these guys can attack. Okay, so they're not quite close enough. What I think I'm going to do is, because I really don't want to lose this catapult, so I think I'm going to move them back and heal them. And attack here with those archers. I'm going to heal with my warriors. Let's see how much damage would be a costly attack, so that's not very good. These guys are actually better than the swordsmen. Wow, that is surprising. Against cities, it looks like. Unless maybe they're... Okay, so they're factoring if I attack here that I'd move across the river right in here, which would give me a huge attacking over the river penalty and strategic resource penalty. Whereas if I move these guys over and then move my swordsmen down through here, I wouldn't get as big a penalty, so they would actually be stronger than my warriors, which is what I was confused about. So I'll move my warriors over there. Meanwhile, I'm going to attack here. They're going to plunder my other truffles over there. My composite bowmen are done. Thank goodness. I'm going to attack here. Meanwhile, I hope these guys can get back unhindered. I'm in the negative in gold, so that's not good. Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit better attack, but still not perfect. The good thing is okay, never mind, this is the different deal. So we actually could strike that up again with Venice to give them horses. Oh, our horses got plundered. Okay, so the good thing is once we get those horses back, we can reinitiate the trade without having all those turns. So that'll kind of work out in our advantage eventually, but right now it just kind of sucks. Let's just build a warrior real fast. We really need to get this under control. Next turn we should be able to get our worker back out and fixing these areas. I think I'm going to fix the truffles first, I'm guessing. Okay, so they attacked my warriors. So that's exactly what I wanted them to do. Because my warriors can just continue to heal. They're not a vital part of this attack. I got a promotion. I'm going to do the open train and attack again. I'm going to heal with my catapult. I don't think I will need it. My composite bowman attack here. I need to get my worker out to repair. Okay, so we got some more guys coming. They should be safe. So also my truffle deal ended as well because I lost all of my truffles up here. So after I repair both of these, which will only take like 5 turns, I'll be able to reinitiate that deal, pick up a lot more gold, and there's no penalty, I believe, for having to cancel the deal because I ran out of truffles. I don't think that they get mad at me or anything like that. So they destroyed my warrior over here. Not the worst thing. Rather have them attacking my warrior than my catapult, who's doing 42 damage per turn to their capital, so that's good. I might be able to wipe them out here. 24. Okay, we have some warriors back here, but if I can bring this all the way down. Alright, I'm going for it. Okay, we got Madrid. Yep. Sorry, Isabella, you are done. I am not evil, but I did triumph. So, picked up a lot of gold. I am going to annex the city. I'm going to be in a little unhappiness for a little bit. Once I pick up these truffles, I should be pretty close to even, but I do want control over Madrid. It's just too powerful of a city and a capital to puppet or anything like that. So, we did our ultimate goal here. We captured Madrid, which is awesome, because that just gives us a lot of flexibility now. And so we need to get rid of these barbarians now. This is our #1 priority, barbarians, and getting back up into happiness. The extra worker will help quite a bit, but there's more barbarians even coming just everywhere. So we're going to keep moving him up here. Production, we got to build a courthouse so we can get control over there. But that looks good. That's good that we can get Isabella out of the way, because if she started building cities and stuff like that, it could have been a major problem, just in terms of space and how far she moved over and stuff like that. I think I should be able to make peace. Yep. Okay, so we made peace with that city-state as well. I don't think there's another city-state at war with us. We only know 2 right now. I hope this land over here does not go too far, and there's another continent. But even if it did, it wouldn't be the worst thing, because there's only a couple of fronts that we have to worry about protecting. So I'm still generating 5, or there's only 5 turns till my next my next population, even though I'm stagnant. So I don't know why that is. I mean, it might be. I'm sure it's because I'm unhappy, but it's okay. There. Okay, so it just changed back to there. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I was gonna say I wasn't sure how I was still gaining population when I was unhappy, but that fixed it. So, all right. So we got 3 units. I'm gonna attack there, there with my composite bowmen. Okay, I cannot reach them, so I'm gonna have to come out and attack. And that's what I was wondering. Cause see, I can't attack over this forest right here in this 2-tile area from my city. So a little bit inconvenient, but I just had to move out, and it all worked out anyways. Let's see here. I'm going to upgrade these guys to composite bowmen. Just make them a lot more strong, and then a lot stronger. And then I'm going to upgrade him with open territory. And then I might... Okay, there's a barbarian encampment over there, so I think I'm just going to move him back in here for now, because I don't really want to waste my catapults or even have the slightest chance that they will get destroyed. So I think I'm going to send my swordsmen out over here to take out these barbarians that were sitting down over here, or at least heal up and kind of protect that border. Meanwhile, I'm going to repair the truffles camp over here. And I think we're good for this turn. Kind of we're anticipating a minor drop in gold and happiness when we annex the city, but it'll all be worth it once we get these barbarians under control, just to have that extra city. And I'm going to do open, and I actually want to move back into my city because I don't want these guys to attack me, but I don't think they'd be able to do much damage, especially after I just attack them. So hopefully that will work out. These guys repair. You guys go back into the city, and actually I'm going to move you up on this hill. Maybe we can get that real fast. Okay, now let's take this out, because it's just going to get annoying. And I'll send you guys with them too. Okay, so we're doing pretty good here. We need to get a trade route up to help that gold input. We just unlocked a trade route here recently. So they're all moving in for my composite bowmen. So I think I'm going to move back into my city and construct a farm. No, I'm going to construct a kasbah, which is really nice, but I need the chivalry tech, which does not come up till right here. So I'm going to have to wait a little bit for it, but it will be worth it because it produces me a food, a production, and a gold. So that'll be very nice, especially for all these desert tiles right here. That's where you build them on. So I'm going to move him over here and construct a quarry. Hopefully I do not get trapped over there. Move my composite up so I can finish that off. I'm going to move him 1 space and heal. And then let's see here. Over here, I really would like to get hanging gardens, but I don't know if it'll be worth it. So the smart thing to do would probably be Colosseum or Granary, but hanging gardens just really helps you get your population up and stuff like that, so not a bad idea. If I switch to production, it actually goes down to 20 turns, so I'm not sure how that exactly works. It looks like it moves 1 guy to the water, which makes no sense whatsoever. But actually, I think I'm going to do this, and then hopefully after I get all my tile improvements repaired, it'll bring it down even just a couple more turns, like 5 turns or so, and that will help out a lot. Also, my warrior's done. Okay, so I'll have him out there. And even if they attack him, it'll hurt them because he's done some pretty good defensive ground right there. Let's continue to heal. Okay, so those guys are coming. But I did repair that, so we are going to be in happiness. So that'll be perfect because my my city will grow here next turn. So that'll end up being really, really nice. Damage those guys. There's 25 gold from that camp. We're going to keep moving these guys because we need to get those barbarians out of there. So we're moving back our archer army over here, and they should be able to deal with them here pretty swiftly. And then we got to go find this camp down here. And maybe actually if we discover this city-state, maybe they'll have a quest that will say destroy this camp or whatever, and we can kill 2 birds with one stone with that. So I got that production up. That will help. It did go up to 26 turns. I'm not entirely sure why. It's probably because I cannot work some area over here that they The barbarians are on. So I got to get rid of these guys over here just because my composite bowmen are moving in from the other side. Okay, I got a great general. That's awesome. For this early in the game, I will take that. With my warriors, I'm going to come over here and attack. Move these guys back up on the hill. My composite bowmen can come in here and bombard there. These guys are coming in, so we are doing pretty well. And I can actually move these guys. Actually, no, these guys, I'll have this taken care of here in a little bit, so I'm not going to move my workers over here and try to get a quick improvement up, just because we should be able to get rid of these guys here in the next turn or two. Alright, I think I'm just going to do sailing, especially since I got Madrid and it's on the coast, and I need to get out of the way anyways, so I'll research my first ocean tech, if you will. Meanwhile, I have to move my worker because I can't have him and the Great General in there. I could move my Great General out to here, but I think I'm just going to leave him in here just in case. So I am going to move my worker. I'm going to move him across the river so I don't have to worry about him. Put my Great General to sleep so he can provide a bonus here for my warriors and eventually my composite bowmen. Alright, I'm going to eliminate those guys so I can move my workers back up to this hill. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Composite bowmen, I'm going to finish those guys. Oh, I did not finish those guys off. That's not good. And we got more archers moving in. Raging barbarians for you, everybody. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And see, I do have that penalty for the Empire Unhappiness, -8%. So that's never good. I think I'm just going to continue to heal because those guys can't really do anything bad right there. I do need to. I think I can start coming over here pretty soon and get repairing a bunch of this stuff. I'm going to sit them here for a turn. I don't think they'll come up and get me or anything like that, so we should be pretty good. And I can finish off the tradition policy, which will grant me 15% growth and a free aqueduct in my first 4 cities. And I can also purchase great engineers with faith, so that is really, really good for me. To get that extra food, to be able to purchase great engineers, it's just very, very nice. So we keep plunging along here. We got the composite bowmen. I think I should be able to, I'll just eliminate those guys there. I'm going to move them up a space so I can get these guys up another space so these guys can attack here. And let these composite bowmen deal with these archers up on the hill, as well as move my composite bowmen out and attack there. So we should be eliminating, there we go, we eliminated those guys. I'm going to move my Great General out to join the army, and he will kind of travel with them as they go and score the countryside down here. Meanwhile, let's repair some stuff. Okay, I forgot to check on those guys. That's probably not a good thing, but it won't be a big deal. I should be able to pretty much eliminate those guys. That was laziness on my part. I've completely disregarded my new city over here. And if they destroy my catapult, then that's just stupidity on my part. What did it? I hate when it moves over like that. Alright, so we've got some spearmen. It looks like it might even get more land over here. We'll have to see when we uncover it. I did do continents, so you don't really know what's coming up. It's not like the world map where you know exactly where everything's at and you know where you're starting and all that stuff. Let's get this repaired. Move them there. And both my catapults are in forests, and this one's on a hill. So they're in pretty good defensive ground, especially when this guy's less than half health. So I think we'll be okay. And the pasture has been destroyed, so it did damage my stuff. Alright, let's keep moving these guys. Get everyone healed up. Continue to repair. I'm going to keep getting actually, I think I'm going to get the rough one because there isn't an encampment down here. Maybe they're coming all the way up. I don't know. I'm going to get the rough improvement. Meanwhile, it's just free XP for my catapults, so you'll love that. If I can get that siege upgrade, that would be very nice. We go back up into techs up here. There's not a whole lot. I guess I'm going to do engineering just because we'll get that free aqueduct in both of our cities, so that'll help food production a lot once we get out of unhappiness, and we should be able to get out of that once we get these truffles repaired, which will be in 2 turns, so that'll be very nice. And then this cotton down here will be good too. If we can get that cotton, we'll be fine. We did just unlock another trade route by discovering that last tech, so that'll be very nice to be able to do and get some gold. And these guys think that they'll be able to come up and do some damage. Okay, so there's the encampment. That makes sense, because it was hard to believe that the guys from this encampment would come all the way up here, across the river, and go all the way up into my city, especially when there was people down here right next to them that they could bully. So let's figure out the fastest way to get rid of these guys. Minor victory, not worth it to me. I think I'm just going to keep healing right there, and they shouldn't be able to do any damage to me. I'm moving my great engineer up just to save myself some time, get that bonus. They did pillage my horses over here, so that's not cool. And there is marble and copper that they previously Madrid did not have. So if I can get worker over there, that would be very nice. I should probably have a different kind of unit over here protecting Madrid besides my 2 catapults. But I'm going to live on the edge a little bit. As you can tell, the whole game has kind of been living on the edge. And that might backfire right here. That was not good. I'm going to move my swordsman back because that catapult very well could die. So I got that sewn up. I'm going to go build an ivory. Go build an ivory so I can get that luxury resource, and because currently I have no luxury resources, so plenty of room for improvement there. And I did just complete that truffle camp, so we should see that go back up. There we go, back up to 0. So we are still, we are now growing, so that's good. And I'm going to keep repairing these. They're just shooting out guys all over the place. And when you're attacking, it's very important to try to maximize the efficiency of your attacks. So, like right here, you could just do an easy attack from here to here, eliminate them, that'd be great. But the thing is, I can attack from here to here, and I can also attack from here to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my composite bowman in the back to eliminate these guys. So then I can use these guys to attack here, eliminate those guys, use these guys to attack here, eliminate those guys. So it's all about being efficient when you attack, because if you rush into something and don't really think it out, especially like right when you first start to play, you might just be like, oh, I'm going to attack here with these composite bowmen, and you're going to end up screwing up, and it's going to take an extra turn to eliminate 3 guys when you can do it all in 1 turn. So just some efficiency when fighting. Know which units are good against what other units, and just be efficient with your fighters so you don't waste turns. So they did actually attack, did a little bit of damage, but now they allowed us to counterattack and almost eliminate them. And I'm just going to stop getting cute and move my swordsman all the way back and just kind of protect Madrid for now. Meanwhile, I'll continue to build a camp. Oh, I can't capture my great general. That would be sweet. Moving in with the great general to take it. Just put him to sleep. Great generals, they're kind of annoying if you're not using your military a lot, but if you're using them, especially if you're going to war with someone, they're very nice. They provide quite a decent bonus and upgrade for you, so it's kind of nice to have. And they just spawn some more horsemen, so. And see right here, I move my warriors up a space, and I can continue to heal them. They're fortified, and then I'm also going to move these composite bowmen right here and then attack, so I can really, really get the horsemen down in health, so I'm not really too worried about them. Meanwhile, I will continue leveling up my catapult and move this one to heal. Move this guy back into here to heal. Heal those guys. So I'm basically just getting my army up to full speed right now, kind of repairing everything, just getting my feet back under me from that massive attack against Madrid, or as massive as they come this early in the game, I guess. So I was very pleased with how that all worked out, and very pleased that I was able to capture Madrid. It's a lot of turns till this courthouse is done, but that's just because we don't have If we switch production, oh, there you go. Go back down to 13. So we're gonna do that because once we get that built too, that'll help with our happiness as well because we don't want to dip below. So they spawned another unit. Just another tactical thing here. These guys probably are not going to move out to attack, although they are very good against archers. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys here and attack those horsemen because those guys I'm a little more worried about. Okay, and here's what else I'm going to do. Move them here. Oh shoot, I already moved these guys. Okay, so I'm going to move them here and then attack these horsemen because generally when barbarians have someone in their camp, they're not going to move them out to attack because they don't want to leave their camp unguarded. So you're usually pretty safe if there's one here, but this guy I was worried about attacking my warrior, so I wanted to eliminate him. But this is all a very good demonstration in just tactics and using your warriors and your military efficiently. There will be times when you make a mistake, but it's all about adjusting and learning from it and improving. And again, I don't know everything. I'm just trying to do the best I can and share with you guys what I've kind of picked up from playing. I've played a lot of games, and I play a lot with my cousin, and we get into some pretty big battles, and so you kind of learn things and pick things up with experience. So, meanwhile, my capital is expanding quite nicely. I'm liking how that's working. So I'm going to attack here, move in with my warriors there. Perfect. We gain some gold, get rid of those guys, and we'll kind of see what's on the other side of this hill. Maybe we can do something over there. I do need to get a worker over here to improve the tiles, but I'm going to improve all of these first. I'm going to move some of my guys back. I'm going to keep 2 units back here in the city and move a couple units south then, because I do not want to leave this unguarded. And I'm going to take my great general with me, actually, just because I'm not really in danger of losing him, but he'll be a nice bonus if I attack barbarians. So I'm really hoping I can sneak out this hanging garden wonder, because that would give me a lot of food, which would really, really, really help. Petra wouldn't be bad too, since I have a couple desert tiles right in through here. Petra being the +1 food, +1 production for all desert tiles, and +6 culture once archaeology is discovered. So that one's pretty good. And the Riders Guild to get some tourism, that would be nice too, but we can only do one thing at a time at this point. I would probably like to build another city up here once we get the happiness and the gold under control. So that'll be one thing we're kind of working towards. Meanwhile, I'll just continue to heal up. I'm going to go down here and see if there's an encampment. Okay, so we have some guys here. And they cannot attack there. So I'm going to move them here. Move this catapult. So I'm going to keep this catapult. I'm going to put it back into the city, just so I can bombard if anyone comes from the north. With these guys, I'm going to move these guys across, take these guys back up, take my great general down here to go with the army, makeshift army. Put these guys back in my capital. I need to get this tile improvements. There we go. So we're back up to 5 iron, so I can actually upgrade warriors if I need to. Okay, so Petra was built, so we won't be able to get that one, but that was a far cry. I don't think we were going to be able to do that anyways. Can they attack from here? Nope, move them over here. One of the things about attacking too is if you're attacking at full health and they're at less than full health, or if you're both at full health, you will do a certain amount of damage, but if they go down in health and you remain at full health, you will do even greater damage. So it's important to try to keep your guys attack and then heal, and attack and heal, so that way you can do maximum damage and it takes less turns. So just another tactics thing you might want to think about and maybe implement in your game. Get this great general down here. I do really want to discover that city-state, so I think I'm going to do that here in my next 2 turns. Try to get up on this hill so I can see it, because that'd be some nice gold. Enemy is near. Okay, so that's just the same horseman. And we'll get some... still can't reach because of that stupid forest. Can I attack here? No, I can't. Looks like the city will be bombarded. Okay, so okay, Budapest. The Shoshone are protecting them. Okay, and here we go. Whoops. I think I saw Budapest is targeting a nearby barbarian encampment. So if we can destroy this encampment, we'll pick up some standing with Budapest, and that'll be really nice. Militaristic city-state. I like becoming allies with them because they can, if you get enough of them, they can end up funding your military, and so it's kind of nice to have, or try to get a couple of them at least to just keep giving you units, keep giving you military units, so you don't have to worry a whole ton about doing your own. So up to 4 happiness, we got that ivory camp done. I'm going to move my composite balloon over here to protect. Repair here. Put those guys on alert. I really want to go over here and see what's up, but I think my catapult will be okay against barbarians, as long as I'm smart about it, which I haven't been so far, but hopefully that'll improve. I'm going to go down here and get this cotton. Production's looking really nice right now, and actually if I switch over, it goes down to 4, so I lose my food, but I think I'm going to do this just because those extra 2 turns could make a difference. I was just playing a single-player game by myself yesterday in which I just was dominating in production with my capital city. I was playing as Poland, and I was just ripping out production like it was nobody's business, and I was able to build a lot of wonders, and a lot of the wonders that I needed too, which was the important part. I kind of skipped the ones that I didn't really need, or that weren't pertinent to what I was doing, but I was able to build a lot of wonders that I needed, and 2 wonders late in the game got snatched. The next turn, I was down to 1, and the turn that I was supposed to be able to build them, someone else built them. So I was not happy about either of those. So it is important to try to cut down as many turns as you can, because sometimes it does come back to bite you. Anyways, I regress. I'm going to research philosophy to try to maybe get the Oracle. I'm not quite sure. I do really like the Oracle just for the free social policy, especially if we are going to go for culture quite a bit. Just to get that free culture policy is always very nice. Meanwhile, continue to move down. We're going to make our way towards this encampment. Shoot, I can't really see what's over here, but okay, we moved up there. It's important to realize too what your vision is, depending on what tile you are on. Like you can't see over forests, but when you're on a hill, you have expanded vision. So like I could see over here if it was undiscovered, but since the forest is there, you can't really see over it. So it's really cool how they did that on here in this game. How they made it so it's not like, oh, you move here, you can view 2 spaces away every time type of deal, but how they incorporated the demographics and the like the tiles into what you can and can't see. Okay, so that one was eliminated, so maybe it is this one they want eliminated. Okay, it is this one they want eliminated. Interesting. There's a Pathfinder. I want to get, hopefully the Shoshone are not attacking it, because I really want to get it before they do. But we will see how that will play out. Meanwhile, all my repairs are about done. I want to send a worker over here to get these 2, because my production will be killer over here with copper and marble and sheep. Copper over here, and this pasture, if I can get that up. So I'm going to kind of play it safe and go around here. I can't see actually because of that forest again, but hopefully I'll be pretty safe. These guys want my assistance coming, so there must be, I guess that barbarian encampment's probably coming down. We don't have the military to be able to stretch our hand that far yet. Okay, so they did eliminate this encampment, I'm guessing, because Budapest no longer needs us. Maybe not. Or maybe they did. I don't know. To be honest, I can't tell. Let's get this so we can get our truffles back up. And actually, I'm going to trade my horses, see if this guy wants my horses again, because I don't really have any plans for him. Okay, 12 gold and 4 gold per turn, so 120 gold plus 12, 132 gold for 4 horses for 30 turns. I'll do that. I won't be able to build any horse units, but we just kind of went to war, so we don't really need any more horse units right now. It'll be interesting once I get up on this hill, kind of see what's over here. It's probably very stupid of me to do with the catapult, but I'm running low on military, and I don't really want to not know what's over there. Sweet, so I got the hanging gardens. It also provides a free garden in the city, which is built, so it did save me some time so I don't have to build a garden there anymore, so that's very nice. I don't think I'm going to build a Great Wall. Terracotta Army, it's quite interesting because normally I'd never build it because I don't have an army. By the time it creates a copy of each type of military land unit you control and places the unit near the city where the Terracotta Army is constructed. So I'd get like a catapult, a composite bowman, a warrior, and I think that might be it. But I don't think it'll be worth it. I would kind of like to get some of this stuff out. Or actually, I think I'm going to build a caravan to try to get my gold up. And then possibly go with a worker or a settler. I'm just going to have to see how that plays out. Because 2 workers is not going to be enough right now. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm guessing they eliminated that encampment. I think I'm going to do the rough terrain bonuses. Yep, so I don't know if you guys saw that right away, but they did eliminate that encampment, the Pathfinder. So very intimidating. I'm going to move my guys back up because there's no work down here for us to do except for discover, and I think I'm going to do that with my warriors because they're expendable. So, okay, so we found an encampment here. I should be able to hopefully get rid of that with my swordsman. This island thing apparently continues this long path out here. And actually, not a bad spot for a city right up in there too. So that'll be interesting to see if I can use that. Major victory. We'll take that. I don't think it's going to be worth it for me to try to get over there. Oh, so, wow. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with Venice, is they actually already captured, or they sent this Venice merchant to the city-state of Sofia, because this was a city-state previously, and they basically, they puppet the city-states. You can't actually annex the city-state. It's kind of weird. You just puppet them. So you can't control what they build. They're in your empire. So very interesting. And I was wondering when we'd start seeing that, because it wouldn't surprise me if they would also collect Budapest at some point, just because it's so close. So maybe we're going to go after this city-state first, and pick up some culture if we decide to do that. Can I attack here? Absolutely. Alright, let's see what we got going on. I think I'm going to move this worker over to this side, because I really would like to get some of that stuff done. So, we're sending him on a trek across the desert. I don't think there's any barbarian encampments. Doesn't look like there are. So, we should be pretty safe there. We'll just keep going here on turns. I apologize for those, the other 2 episodes with the interruption there. I don't anticipate that being a problem normally, and so I hope to be able to formally address you when I begin and close the episodes. That was just kind of like a weird thing that happened. My dad came down, and had to ask me something, so I had to talk with him for a little bit, and so I kind of paused the video. But I'm hoping to keep each episode about half an hour to 45 minutes. It does take quite a bit of time to upload it to YouTube, and I have to go through a couple different steps. So hopefully I can get one out at least once a week, maybe even twice a week, depending on how busy I am. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. I did see that I moved up to 2 subscribers already here in my first week, so that was very exciting. Thank you to you guys. You're going to keep me going, because if I don't get views and subscribers, I'll kind of fall off of it. I'll lose interest in doing it because no one will be watching it. So it is very encouraging to be able to get that from you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Meanwhile, back in our game, we have all of the tiles improved here. So now we're just pretty much putting up farms and other things. And I think you get the bonus for being on a river with farms. I think you get that later in the game, if I'm remembering correctly. And so I think that we won't do that quite yet. Move these guys over here. Keep moving these guys. Attack here. So, okay, there we go. Gold age. So, we got a gold age. Awesome. Discovered some gold. Keep moving these guys here. Just kind of moving them straight across. Because I don't know if these guys are going to need help, but attack here. That barbarian can't keep moving these guys. Okay, so, and that one's almost done. So that means there has to be someone over here. Because barbarians are certainly not just beating them up on themselves. They are stupid, but they're not that stupid. At least as far as I know. So, there must be something over there. Okay, so good. We got Madrid under our control now completely. Happiness is up to 11. Very, very nice. I think we're just going to start punching out some buildings here. We could go with a trade route, but I don't really have a whole ton discovered over here, so maybe actually a try or some would be good. But I think I'm going to build a monument first, so maybe we can expand the borders and just keep working on our culture right now. That caravan will be down here in just a second. So we're looking pretty good right now. Kind of figuring out what's going on down here. It wouldn't surprise me if Venice and the Shoshone declare war here at some point because they are very close to each other. Kind of like how Madrid and I started. There's kind of like the four corners of the continent here. So they're going to be pretty close in land. And so I don't know if that's going to spark something or if maybe they'll be friends because of it. Not quite sure. So the only place we can go right now is Budapest. I figured that would be the only place we could go just because the other places, this is pretty far away. And later we'll discover text that will allow us to expand our range. And we'll be able to build some buildings that allow us to expand our range. I don't think we have any unlocked right now. It doesn't look like we do. So we will be sending it to Budapest. We will be receiving 4 gold per turn, and they will be receiving a gold per turn. So they'll like it, and we'll like it. And after 30 turns, we'll be able to send them somewhere else. So it's going to be pretty nice. Attack those guys. Let's see, open up the tech tree again. I want to get civil service, so I might do horseback riding. Because I don't really... I mean, these faith wonders would be nice, but I'm kind of pretty far in faith already. Pretty far behind anyways. So I think I'm going to go horseback riding into civil service. Okay, so here's also the farm. Increased by 1 with access to fresh water. So next to like rivers and stuff like that, you get 2 food for a farm. So that is going to be very nice as well. Okay, so another instance where I think I might heal instantly. This one is actually pretty nice, but I'm not going to be attacking with a huge army anytime soon. So I don't think it's really going to do anything. So I'm going to heal instantly just so I can get back up to full health and attack these guys again because I really want to get rid of this encampment so they stop spawning right there. I'm going to build a worker, help everyone out, and then I think I'm going to build another settler. And I think I'm going to settle around in here first maybe, and then move up in here. Because I don't want too many cities, but I kind of want to get a couple of them out here so they can start building up and increasing in size. And one of the really nice things about where we're at, especially being Morocco, is that this desert area right over here is we can put kasbahs all up over in here, and that will help out a lot. Normally desert tiles are pretty useless, but there are a few civilizations where you can build stuff on the deserts, and it ends up being very, very nice. Okay, so decisive victory. We got rid of that. We're on a hill, and if they attack over the river, that's just stupidity. So, and we got our composite movement, so we should be fine there. Meanwhile, some more guys spawned. There must be some guys on the other side, because they spawned at about half health. Either that, or maybe they moved in at about half health. So either someone attacked them right after they spawned, or they moved in from back here, fighting someone else. So maybe we're actually going to snipe someone else's barbarian encampment for once. For those of you who watched my previous episodes, in episode 1, we're battling this barbarian encampment right over here by our capital, and we had probably killed about 5 or 6 units that had spawned from it. And then the last possible second, I can't remember if it was then, I think it was Madrid. I think it was Madrid when Isabella sniped it with a scout. We'd gotten rid of the last unit in the settlement, and a scout comes in and plunders it for the 25 gold, which ended up hurting us quite a bit later because we didn't have enough to purchase something, so that was not cool. Alright, horses. Excellent. Awesome. So hopefully we can retreat out of here fast enough because we're not going to have enough time to do anything. They can move a little bit faster than we can, but it's just, I don't know, it'll depend if they want to chase us or not, I guess. Hopefully okay, so my Great General is not close enough to get the bonus on the Great General, so I think I'm just going to heal up here on the mountain. If they want to charge up here, that is going to be their issue. So I would like to build a Triarsum over here so I can explore, but we're going to get this monument first. My workers almost there to the improvement, and then I should be, okay, so they didn't chase me. So I'm going to regress back over here. Got that worker done. I'm going to build a farm over there. Okay, I can't quite reach him yet. And I don't want to attack over the river. So I think I'm going to keep healing. Maybe move these guys up on top of the mountain. Oh, okay, so now my Great General is doing plus 15%. It goes up to a major victory. So even though I am attacking over a river, I might do it because I don't really want them attacking my composite bowmen. Actually, I'm just going to move over to the marsh. That way we'll be able to attack them next turn, hit them hard. A lot of work for just one unit, but we'll do it. Okay, so oh shoot, I was gonna build a settler, but I think I'm gonna wait till this population increases. So I'm gonna get a turn knocked out on the Oracle, I think, or maybe the National College. I'm trying to just think here. The Oracle would be very, very nice to have with that free social policy. But the National College would help us too, because that way, I think I'm going to do National College. It's probably the safer bet, because that way I can get that out before we build new cities and have to build a library in each new city before we can get it, and that'll help out our science quite a bit. So I'm going to get a turn of that knocked out before I build my settler. So the improvements can start coming over here again, so that's good. And I like this. Okay, good. So they just built the Oracle, so it's a good thing I did not invest a turn on there, because that would have been a wasted turn. So it's important not to get the love of wonders interfere with making the smart play. So that one kind of paid off in retrospect. So that was good. Kind of get a lot of farms up. And we're going to kill those, almost kill those horsemen. Keep picking up XP, I guess. Great General, you're just going to sit there and do nothing. So we do have enough to give someone some gold. Do we want to give these guys for 20 influence, get some culture, or do we want to go down here and try to get these guys? Okay, so they're already allies. The Shoshone are with them, and they have 132 influence with them, so that would take a long time to try to beat out. So I think I'm going to drop 20 influence over here. I guess I didn't even really get close enough. I'm still 10 away from even becoming friends, but maybe we can complete a mission or something like that and eventually become friends with them. We can still build 2 more caravans for trade routes, so that'll be good. Horseback riding. My kingdom for a horse, Shakespeare. So, I think we're going to be wrapping up here for this episode in a little bit. A very, very packed episode. Lots of stuff happened here. The invasion of Madrid, repairing all of our tiles, kind of battling barbarians for a while. So very interesting video. I hope everyone was able to learn a lot from it and gather some information from it and stuff like that, and hopefully implement it into their own game and learn from it just like I am. And I think we're going to call it after. Actually, I think we're just going to call it right here. This is probably about time. So until next episode. This is Runaway Rogue, and it's been a pleasure, and we'll see you next time.